They laughed with her, ate with her, called her their sister. But deep down, they were planning how she would die. So one night, they took her to a forbidden river, and when she begged them to help her, they stood there and watched as something rose from the water, grabbed her, and dragged her under. But listen carefully, because what came back from that river was no longer the same girl. Before we begin, tell me in the comments where you're watching from, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more powerful stories like this one. Now, let's begin. In a peaceful riverside village in West Africa, surrounded by tall palm trees and red earth paths, lived a young girl named Zara. Zara was not from a rich family, but anyone who saw her would think she was blessed in every way that truly mattered. She had a warm smile that could soften even the hardest heart. She greeted elders with respect. She helped her mother without complaining. And she treated everyone with kindness, even those who didn't deserve it. Every morning, before the sun fully rose, Zara would wake up to sweep the compound. One morning, her mother stepped outside and saw her already working. "Zara," her mother said gently, "you woke up again before me?" Zara smiled, still sweeping. "Mama, you work too hard. Let me help small." Her mother shook her head with a soft laugh. "This girl, you want to carry the whole world on your head?" Zara giggled. "No, Mama. Just our house." Her father, who had been listening from inside, stepped out tying his wrapper. "My daughter," he said proudly, "any man who marries you will thank God every day." Zara blushed and covered her face. "Papa, please now, you always say this thing." Her father laughed. "It is the truth." In the village, people loved Zara. Children ran to her whenever they saw her. Auntie Zara, they would shout. She would sit with them, tell stories, braid their hair, and even share her food. The elders always praised her. "That girl has a good heart," one old woman would say. "She is not like other girls of nowadays," another would add. But not everyone felt this way. Across the village square, under a mango tree, 3 girls often sat together watching Zara. Their names were Adiz, Bisi, and Ngozi. Beautiful in their own way, yes. But their hearts were heavy with jealousy. One afternoon, as Zara walked past laughing with some children, Adiz hissed quietly. "Look at her," she said, folding her arms. "As if she is the only good girl in this village." Bisi rolled her eyes. "Every time, Zara this, Zara that, I'm tired of hearing her name." Ngozi leaned forward, her eyes sharp. "And see how the boys look at her like she is something special." Adiz's lips tightened. "She thinks she is better than us." Bisi scoffed. "She doesn't think, people are the ones making her feel that way." Ngozi's voice dropped lower. "Then maybe, it is time we do something about it." The 3 girls fell silent for a moment. Then slowly, they began to smile. Not a friendly smile, but the kind that hides something dangerous. Meanwhile, Zara continued her day, completely unaware. Later that evening, she sat outside with her parents, eating from the same bowl. Her mother watched her carefully. "Zara," she said slowly, "those girls. Adiz and her friends." Zara looked up. "Yes, Mama. I have been seeing them around you these days." Zara smiled. "Oh, them? They are nice now, Mama. They talk to me, and we laugh together." Her father frowned slightly. Those girls were not close to you before." Zara shrugged. "Maybe they just wanted to know me better." Her mother exchanged a look with her father. Then she spoke softly. "My daughter, not every smile means friendship." Zara paused for a second, but then she smiled again. "Mama, don't worry. Nothing will happen." Her mother sighed quietly. "I pray so." As the night grew darker, the sound of crickets filled the air. Zara went inside to sleep peacefully, while somewhere in the village, 3 girls were already planning something that would change everything. The next morning, Zara was at the stream fetching water when she heard a familiar voice. "Zara." She turned and saw Adiz, Bisi, and Ngozi walking toward her. All 3 of them were smiling brightly. "Good morning," Zara said warmly. "Good morning," they replied together. Adiz stepped forward. "Zara, we have been looking for you." For me? Zara asked, surprised. BC nodded quickly. Yes. We wanted to apologize. Zara blinked. Apologize? For what? Ngozi sighed, pretending to look ashamed. We were not nice to you before. Adiz added, we were just misunderstanding you. BC placed a hand on Zara's shoulder. But now, we see that you are a good person. Zara's face softened. Oh, it's okay. I never had any problem with you. The girls exchanged quick glances. It was working. Adiz smiled wider. From today, let's be real friends. Zara hesitated just a little, then she nodded. Okay. From that day, everything changed. The three girls followed Zara everywhere. They laughed with her, helped her carry water, even visited her house. One afternoon, Zara was pounding yam when the girls arrived. Ah, Zara, you didn't call us? BC said dramatically. Zara laughed. I didn't want to disturb you. Ngozi quickly grabbed the pestle. Disturb Ku? We are your friends now. Adiz added sweetly, let us help you. Zara stepped back, smiling. Thank you. As they worked together, the girls kept praising her. You are so hardworking, Adiz said. And very beautiful too, BC added. Ngozi nodded. No wonder everyone likes you. Zara felt shy. Please, stop. But inside, she felt happy. She had always wanted close friends. That evening, as the girls were leaving, Adiz turned back. Zara, have you heard about the big festival? Zara's eyes lit up. The one in the next village? Yes, BC said excitedly. It will be big this year. Music, dancing, everything. Ngozi leaned closer. We want to go together. Zara's smile faded a little. My parents said I should not go. The girls quickly reacted. Why? Adiz asked. They said it's not safe, Zara replied quietly. BC waved her hand. Ah, parents always worry too much. Ngozi smiled reassuringly. We will be with you. Nothing will happen. Zara looked unsure. I don't know. Adiz stepped closer, lowering her voice. Zara, don't you want to enjoy small? Must you always stay at home? Those words hit her. BC added softly. Sometimes, you need to live your life. Zara looked down. She had never gone anywhere like that before. Never had this kind of freedom. Ngozi sealed it. We will even help you finish your chores before we go. Zara looked up. Really? All of them, Adiz said. Zara slowly smiled. Okay. The girls turned away. And their smiles changed instantly. Cold. Sharp. Dangerous. Adiz whispered. She has agreed. BC smirked. Very easy. Ngozi's eyes darkened. She doesn't even know what is waiting for her. Back at home that night, Zara sat quietly. Her mother noticed. What is it? Zara hesitated. Mama, my friends want us to go to the festival together. Her mother's face became serious. No. Zara sighed. Mama. I said no, her mother repeated firmly. Her father added. You will stay here. That is final. Zara nodded slowly. Yes, Papa. But later that night, as she lay on her mat, staring into the darkness, her mind kept going back to their words. Don't you want to enjoy small? We will help you. She turned to the other side. Her heart was already beginning to choose. And she didn't even realize it. The next morning came quietly, but Zara's heart was not at peace. She woke up early as usual, but this time, her mind was somewhere else. The festival. The music. The laughter. The freedom. As she swept the compound, she paused for a moment, staring into space. Her mother noticed immediately. Zara, she called gently, your mind is not here this morning. Zara forced a small smile. I'm fine, Mama. But her mother wasn't convinced. Just remember what we told you. Zara nodded, but she didn't speak. A few minutes later, just as she was about to start washing the plates, she heard familiar voices again. Zara. She turned. Adiz, BC, and Ngozi were already at the gate. Smiling. waiting. Her heart beat faster. She walked toward them slowly. "Good morning," she said. "Good morning," they replied cheerfully. Adiz looked around. "Are you ready?" Zara shook her head quickly. "No. I told you, my parents said I should not go." The girls exchanged quick looks. Bisi stepped forward. "Zara, you are still thinking about that?" Ngozi added softly. "We promised we will help you finish everything." Zara hesitated. "I don't want to disappoint my parents." Adiz sighed dramatically. "So you will just stay here, while others are enjoying?" Zara looked down. That word again. Enjoying. Bisi moved closer and lowered her voice. "Zara, when was the last time you did something for yourself?" Zara didn't answer. Ngozi continued. "You are always helping people, always obeying, always doing the right thing." Adiz smiled slightly. "But today, choose yourself." Those words settled deep inside Zara. For the first time, she felt something new. A quiet rebellion. A desire to experience life beyond her daily routine. She looked up slowly. "But my chores." Bisi clapped her hands. "That one is not a problem." Before Zara could speak again, the girls had already stepped inside. "Where is the broom?" Ngozi asked. "I will fetch water," Adiz said. "And I will wash plates," Bisi added. Zara stood there, confused. No, you don't have to." "We want to," Adiz interrupted quickly. Within minutes, the three girls were working. Sweeping. Fetching water. Washing plates. Laughing loudly like everything was normal. Zara watched them, her heart softening. "Maybe they really care about me," she thought. Her mother came outside and stopped. She looked at the girls, then at Zara. "What is going on here?" Zara smiled nervously. "They are helping me, Mama." Her mother didn't smile. She simply nodded slowly. "I see." Her eyes lingered on the girls for a moment, then she turned and went back inside. But something in her face showed. She was not comfortable. Soon, all the chores were done. The compound was clean. Everything was in place. Adiz dusted her hands. "There. Finished." Bisi grinned. "Now, no excuse." Zara swallowed. Her heart was beating fast. Ngozi stretched her hand toward her. "Come with us." Zara looked back at the house. Her parents were inside. They trusted her. They believed she would obey. For a moment, she almost said no. But then, she took Ngozi's hand. "Okay." The girls smiled. But as they turned away, their expressions changed again. Dark. Satisfied. As they walked down the village path, Zara felt something strange. A small voice inside her whispered, "Go back." But she ignored it. She laughed with them, talked with them, tried to silence the guilt growing in her chest. Behind them, Zara's mother stepped outside again. She looked at the empty compound. Then at the road. Her heart sank. "Zara," she whispered. The journey to the next village was longer than Zara expected. They walked past tall grasses, narrow paths, and quiet bushes. At first, Zara was excited. She had never gone this far from home before. "This place is beautiful," she said, looking around. "Yes," Adiz replied, smiling. "Very beautiful," Bisi added. Ngozi said nothing. She just kept walking. After a while, the air began to change. The laughter faded. The path became quieter. Even the birds seemed to disappear. Zara slowed down. "Why is it so quiet here?" Adiz didn't turn. "It's just the way this place is." But Zara wasn't convinced. Something didn't feel right. Then suddenly, they reached it. A wide, dark river stretched across their path. The water was calm. Too calm. No movement. No sound. Just silence. Zara stopped completely. "Wow," she whispered. "It's beautiful, but strange." Bisi walked forward casually. "We cross here." Zara frowned. "Cross? How?" Ngozi pointed. "There are stones." Zara looked closely. Yes. Large stones were arranged across the river. But something about them made her uneasy. Is it safe? She asked quietly. Adiz laughed. Of course. We have crossed here many times. Zara took a deep breath. Okay. But as she watched them, something caught her attention. The girls quietly reached into their bags and brought out small wrapped food. They hid it quickly. Zara frowned. What is that? BC quickly smiled. Nothing, just snacks. Zara nodded slowly, but her heart began to beat faster. She didn't know why, but something felt wrong. Very wrong. The girls stepped onto the stones one by one. Come. Adiz called. Zara swallowed. She stepped forward carefully. One step. Then another. The water below looked dark, endless. She tried not to look down. Halfway across, a cold breeze brushed past her. She froze. Did you feel that? She asked. Ngozi didn't even turn. Just wind. But Zara knew. It didn't feel like ordinary wind. It felt alive. She quickly finished crossing. The moment her feet touched the other side, she breathed out deeply. I don't like that river, she said. Adiz smiled slightly. You worry too much. But as they walked away, the surface of the water behind them slowly rippled, as if something underneath was watching, waiting, listening. Zara didn't see it. She was already moving forward, toward the festival, toward excitement, toward something she didn't understand yet. As they continued walking, Zara smiled again. Her fear slowly faded. Her excitement returned. I can't wait to see the festival, she said happily. The girls looked at each other. And for a brief moment, a quiet, wicked smile passed between them. Ngozi whispered under her breath. You will see more than that. Zara didn't hear her. She kept walking, unaware that she had just crossed into danger. And there was no turning back. By the time they reached the neighboring village, the sun had begun to set, painting the sky in deep orange and purple. But the moment Zara stepped into the festival grounds, her eyes widened in wonder. The place was alive. Drums were beating loudly. Women in colorful wrappers danced in circles. Men laughed and clapped along to the rhythm. The smell of roasted meat and spicy food filled the air. Lanterns hung from trees, glowing softly as night approached. Zara stood still for a moment, taking it all in. This is beautiful, she whispered. Adiz smiled. Yes, it is. But her eyes were not on the festival. They were on Zara. People had already started noticing her. As Zara walked through the crowd, heads turned. Some whispered, "Who is that girl? She is so beautiful. Look at the way she carries herself." Zara didn't notice at first. She was too busy smiling, looking at everything like a child seeing the world for the first time. She stopped at a food stall. Can we try this? She asked excitedly. BC nodded. Of course. But while Zara spoke with the woman selling food, a group of young men nearby couldn't take their eyes off her. One of them nudged another. Go and talk to her. No, you go. They laughed nervously. Then suddenly, a calm voice spoke from behind them. I'll go. They turned. A tall, well-dressed young man stepped forward. He wasn't dressed like a prince, but there was something about him. Confidence. Grace. Quiet power. He walked toward Zara. Zara turned slightly as she felt someone approach. Good evening, he said politely. Zara looked up. For a moment, she forgot to breathe. Gee, good evening, she replied softly. My name is Chidi, he said, smiling gently. I haven't seen you here before. Zara smiled shyly. I'm Zara. It's my first time. Chidi nodded. I thought so. There was a short silence. Then he added, would you like me to show you around? Zara glanced at the girls. They were watching her, smiling. But something about their smiles felt forced. She turned back to Chidi. Okay. As they walked away, Adiz's smile slowly disappeared. BC folded her arms tightly. Ngozi's jaw clenched. Look at her, Adiz muttered. As if she owns the place, BC added. Ngozi's eyes burned with anger. Even here, she is still the center of attention. Meanwhile, Zara laughed as Chidi showed her around. He pointed out different dances, explained the meaning of certain traditions, bought her small snacks. You seem very happy, he said. Zara nodded. I've never experienced anything like this before. Chidi studied her face. There's something different about you. Zara looked confused. What do you mean? He smiled. You're real. Not pretending. It's rare. Zara looked down shyly. Thank you. Time passed quickly. They talked, laughed, shared stories. For the first time, Zara felt seen. Truly seen. But across the crowd, 3 pairs of eyes watched everything. And their jealousy was no longer small. It had grown into something dangerous. Adiz leaned closer to the others. This ends tonight. Bisi nodded slowly. Yes. Ngozi's voice was cold. She will not return with us the same way. As the night grew deeper, Zara's joy continued to grow. But she didn't know. This happiness was about to turn into fear. The drums were still beating when everything changed. Zara was standing with Chidi, watching a group of dancers, when she suddenly froze. Her smile disappeared. Her heart dropped. Standing a few steps away were her parents. Her mother's face was tight with anger. Her father's eyes were hard. Zara. Her name cut through the noise like a sharp knife. Zara turned slowly. Mama. Papa. Her mother walked toward her quickly. What are you doing here? She demanded. Zara's voice trembled. I came with my friends. Her father stepped closer. Did we not tell you to stay at home? Zara lowered her head. I'm sorry. Her mother shook her head. We trusted you. Those words hurt more than anything else. Tears filled Zara's eyes. I didn't mean to disobey you. Her father sighed heavily. You will leave now. Immediately. Zara nodded quickly. Yes, Papa. She turned to look for the girls. They were already coming. Adiz spoke softly. Oh, your parents are here? Bisi added. Are you okay? Zara nodded weakly. I have to go home. Ngozi smiled. We'll go with you. Her parents didn't even look at the girls. Go, her father said firmly. Zara gave Chidi one last look. I'm sorry. Chidi shook his head gently. It's okay. Their eyes met for a brief moment. Then she turned and walked away. As they left the festival, the energy slowly faded. The laughter disappeared. Silence returned. Zara walked quietly, her head down. I shouldn't have come, she whispered. No one answered her. The girls walked behind her. Their faces were calm. Too calm. After a while, they reached the river again. The same stillness. The same strange silence. But this time, it felt heavier. The girls stopped. Each of them quietly brought out their food. Zara noticed immediately. Her heart skipped. Wait, why do you all have food? Adiz didn't answer. Bisi stepped forward. We need it. For what? Zara asked, confused. Ngozi finally spoke. For the river. Zara frowned. What do you mean? Adiz smiled slowly. There's a rule. Zara's heart began to race. What rule? Bisi's voice turned cold. To cross safely, you must give an offering. Zara's eyes widened. What? Ngozi crossed her arms. If you don't. Adiz finished the sentence. You don't go back. Zara's breathing became heavy. You're joking, right? None of them laughed. Reality hit her like a wave. You knew, she whispered. They said nothing. Tears filled Zara's eyes. You knew, and you didn't tell me. Adiz shrugged. You didn't ask. Zara stepped closer desperately. Please, give me small from your own. Just a little. Bisi pulled her food back. No. Zara's voice broke. Please. I'm begging you. Ngozi shook her head. Not our problem. Zara's hands trembled. We are friends. Adiz laughed softly. Friends? Her smile turned dark. We were never your friends. Those words shattered something inside Zara. She looked at them. Really looked at them. And finally saw the truth. The hatred. The jealousy. The evil. Tears rolled down her face. Why? She whispered. Bisi answered coldly. Because everything was always about you. Ngozi added. Now, it ends. Without another word, the three girls stepped onto the stones and began to cross. Zara stood there. Alone. Shaking. Terrified. Please, she cried. They didn't look back. They reached the other side safely. And left her behind. Then. The water moved. Slowly at first. Then violently. Zara froze. A cold wind wrapped around her. The river began to ripple. Something was rising. A figure. Dark. Powerful. Terrifying. The mermaid. Her glowing eyes locked onto Zara. You crossed my waters, her voice echoed. Without an offering. Zara stepped back, shaking. I didn't know, please. But it was too late. The mermaid's hand shot forward. Grabbing her. Tight. Cold. Unbreakable. Zara screamed. No. Please. The water rose around her. Pulling her down. Deeper. Darker. But just before she disappeared, her eyes flashed. Bright. Unnatural. Something inside her. Awakened. And then. She was gone. The river became silent again. As if nothing had happened. On the other side. The three girls stood still. Watching. Satisfied. Adiz exhaled slowly. It's done. Bisi nodded. Finally. Ngozi turned away. Let's go. And without a single trace of guilt, they walked back to the village. Leaving behind. A secret that would soon destroy them. Darkness. Cold. Silence. That was all Zara felt as the river swallowed her. The water closed over her head, pulling her deeper and deeper. She tried to scream, but no sound came out. Her body struggled, her arms pushing against the water, but it was useless. Then suddenly, everything stopped. Zara's body was no longer sinking. She was floating. Slowly, she opened her eyes. But instead of darkness, she saw something strange. A soft blue light surrounded her. The water no longer felt heavy. She could breathe. Zara gasped. What is happening? Her voice echoed softly underwater. Then a shadow moved in front of her. The mermaid. Her long dark hair floated around her like smoke. Her glowing eyes studied Zara carefully, no longer just angry, but curious. You should be gone by now, the mermaid said slowly. Zara trembled. I didn't know, please. I didn't mean. Silence, the mermaid snapped. Zara froze. The mermaid moved closer. Too close. She reached out and touched Zara's forehead. The moment her fingers made contact, Zara gasped sharply. A bright light burst around them. Images flashed in her mind. Water. Storms. Voices. A crying baby near a riverbank. An old woman whispering. This child, she belongs to both worlds. Zara screamed. The visions stopped. She fell to her knees underwater, breathing heavily. What was that? She whispered. The mermaid slowly pulled back. Her expression had changed. No longer just cold. Now, shocked. It cannot be, she murmured. Zara looked up, confused. What are you talking about? The mermaid's voice became quieter. You are not ordinary. Zara shook her head. I don't understand. The mermaid turned away, swimming slowly in a circle. Years ago, a child was taken from this river. Zara's heart skipped. The river marked her, chose her. Zara whispered. What does that mean? The mermaid turned back sharply. It means, she said slowly, you were never meant to die here. Zara's breathing grew heavier. Then why did you bring me here? The mermaid's eyes darkened again. Because you broke the rule. There was silence. Then the mermaid added. But now, the river has chosen to keep you. Zara's eyes widened in fear. No. I want to go home. My parents. Your life above the water is over, the mermaid said firmly. Zara shook her head, tears forming. No, no. Please. But the mermaid's face showed no mercy again. From now on, You belong to the river. Zara's chest tightened. She felt something changing inside her. Her fingers tingled. Her skin felt different. What are you doing to me? She cried. The mermaid didn't answer. Instead, she raised her hand. The water around Zara began to glow. Zara screamed as a strange energy rushed through her body. Her fear, her pain, her betrayal. Everything mixed together. And deep inside, something woke up. Her eyes slowly changed. A faint glow appeared. The same glow as the river. Above the water, the surface remained calm. But below, Zara was no longer just a helpless girl. Something powerful had begun to rise.